Amidst these tales of evil perpetrated by Nazi physicians, it's important not to forget the stories of survival, strength, and hope. I was fortunate enough to call Eva Kor my friend and mentor, and her story has been an inspiration to me and countless others. Eva was a survivor of Joseph Mengele's infamous twin experiments. She had one goal in life, and we spoke about it frequently. Eva wanted to share the story of her time in Auschwitz with as many people as possible. She wanted to inspire people to remember, to forgive, to heal, and to create a better world where people treat each other with kindness and respect. The first night I met Eva, I promised to do everything I could to help share her message. Getting to know Eva was, and always will be, one of the great privileges of my life. Although she passed away 1 year to the day that I last saw her on a trip where we took the Davidson College men's basketball team to Auschwitz together, I'm proud that her story continues to live on through the interviews she gave and the incredible work of the USC Shoah Foundation, one of our partners for this evening. Even though Eva is no longer with us, Dr. Stephen Smith, Executive Director of the USC Shoah Foundation, was able to conduct a virtual interview with Eva's hologram only a few weeks ago, using the innovative technology they have created as part of their New Dimensions in Testimony program.
Eva, did you meet Dr. Mengele?
I met Joseph Mengele every single day in the barrack and in the labs. And the only day that I didn't see Mengele was on Sunday. And that is the way I knew it was Sunday.
And what were the labs like?
The lab that we would stand or sit naked, which I call the observation lab, was in Auschwitz I. And we would march from Birkenau, Auschwitz II to Auschwitz I, stay there most of the day, and then came back at night. The other lab, the blood lab, was in Birkenau. It was not very far from our barrack. And at the time, they would take in about 30 twins. So it took them 30 sets of twins. It took them quite a long time to finish everybody.
Was Dr. Joseph Mengele evil?
There was such sadness, anger, such look of disgust and contempt for the people he was dealing with.
Did you and Miriam speak to each other about your experiences?
Miriam and I never spoke about our experiences until 1985. I tried to speak to her in 1979 after I seen the Holocaust movie. She was not ready to speak about it yet, so the first time we spoke was 1985.
Eva, thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for being here.
To feel like a nobody and a nothing, not as a human being, is very, very difficult. But because my main purpose while I was in Auschwitz is to survive one more day, to survive one more experiment, I concentrated very much on my goals. I don't think that it didn't dehumanize me, it just, I had to somehow put it aside. To be kept naked for 8 hours a day and studied and measured every part of my body without any regard for how uncomfortable it was, how dehumanizing it was. I was just treated as a subject to experiment, not as a human being. I don't think there was one single effort to make us feel human. You sit here, you do that, we are going to inject you, we are going to take blood from you. Never any concern for the person who was in front of them. That was automatically done, but in the other sense, this was Nazi medicine. Nobody, Jews and the other people who were dehumanized, were not human beings. There was no effort in their part. We knew that. We were just there to provide in this case, fodder for their experiments. That's all we were. What I am finding very difficult for me to understand, how any human being can treat another human being that way. What kind of a sick mentality gives another human being the right to treat a human being that way?